everybody, and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Well, I have a new project going on here, and you may have seen the video on how to make this simple and easy journal. And I made two of these journals. If you haven't seen the videos prior to today, go back and take a look, because it's very easy to make this style journal, and it would be wonderful to have in your collection. But this is a collaboration that Liz over at Buttons for Brains, who is across the Great Pond from me, she's in Scotland, we are doing a collaboration. So I made two journals, one for me, and I sent one identical over to her. And then these are going to go back and forth, back and forth. So it's going to be a fun project, and I'm really, it's killing me though, because I'm not going to watch her videos, because when I receive her book, I want to be surprised as to what she has in it. Once the book, it's kind of like Survivor, you know, once the game and the party's over, I'll go back and watch everything and see how she did it. And I think she may do the same. I'm not sure. But it's going to be a really fun project. So if you want to tune in to this collaboration, please make sure you subscribe to both my channel and to Liz's. And I will put her link down in the description. And yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We plan on, obviously they're going to be mailed back and forth. So I'll be mailing mine to her when I get the front cover done, and then I have 5 pages inside, 5 or 8, 3 and then 5. I think I do 8 pages. I have to go back and look at my instructions as to how we decided to do it. Once my pages are complete, I will mail it to her. She will do 5 pages in my book, and then she will send it back to me. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to incorporate where I live, the area that I live in, and some of the history. I'm going to be doing some collage work of my hobbies, what I enjoy doing, and that will teach her you know, a little bit more about me and again, the area I live in. And then I think I'll be collaging with my favorite colors. So I think they're going to be very eclectic books. We want to share our lives with each other. And I think it's just going to be a really fun collaboration. So I am going to work on the front cover right now. And I was looking through my Tim Holtz ephemera, and I found this here, Crown Diamonds, and this is called Schottish. It's pronounced Schottish Brilliant, composed by Fraser R. Ditmars. Now, when you look at Schottish, and you pronounce it Shodish. I was thinking Scottish, and it is, Schottish is, I want to get this right. Let's see here. So there's over in Scotland, there's a Highland Schottish, and it's a combination of Schottish dance and old reel. So there are 2 main forms, and not one is more popular than the other. But it's almost, I don't want to say, and Liz could probably explain this to you better in her video. I don't want to say it's like a polka. There are variations where back in the 1920s and 30s, men focused on showing their abilities to dance. There was something called a peacock dance. And it's just a really, really interesting dance and music. So you might want to look it up if you want to know more about it. But because this is also has things to do with Scotland, I wanted to put this on the front of my cover. And I also have a little piece of ephemera here from Tim Holtz, and this it's a postal card and it says United States. So I wanted to blend the two of them together, seeing that this is a Scotland and a stateside collaboration. So I thought these two would be wonderful to attach. And then I have I have a little parcel post piece here that will go on. And because I love birds, I'm going to, this looks like a cedar waxwing if I'm not if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to incorporate that. And then this was a piece of, it was a tie that was sent to me from Liz. It's a piece of sari silk. And I thought I would make a cute little rosette for the front of my paper. And I thought we could do that together. So this is going to be a quick video because I've kind of planned it all out except for the little rosette we'll make. So I think I'm going to clip these off, I think, because I do want the bird. Yeah, the bird's going to be up around here. So I'm going to pull these through like I normally do. I can see it here. There's one. And then I have this one here. So I just have to find the lead over here. I think it's this one. Is that the one? Nope. This kind of got bunched up. There we go. There we go. And then what I'm going to do, because I'll just glue all these down. I'll clip them there like that. I have a frog in my throat. I don't know where on earth that came from. Let's see, where's my bird here? And I'm going to, the sari silk has a tendency to, this I wanted to have right up about here. So I think what I will do, I'm going to glue this right on here so I get the position. Okay. Okay, I think we'll put that right around there. That's the plan. So I think on this I'll be using my 3-in-1 as well as I'll use the 3-in-1 on this because this is burlap. I have a little pocket here that I made, but I don't think I'm going to be using that as a pocket. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not going to cover it up or anything like that. That's my girlfriend from Virginia. We just got off the phone and we're talking about a family that used to live down the road from us, and she couldn't remember the name. We grew up together since we were, well, 3 years old. And we still see each other and talk to each other all the time, and which is nice. She's getting ready to, she's had a big job for years with Siemens, and she's getting ready to head over to Germany. She's getting ready to head to Germany. Now let's see if I can get, I'm going to get my new bottle here, so hold on. I don't want to dribble on this. But we were talking about a family that lived down the road from us. Back in 1969, and we were 10 years old at the time. And she goes, remember who they were? They had 3 boys. Like, geez, Shay, I don't remember. I remember one family that had boys, but I didn't remember. Oh, yeah, I know who they were. Yeah. It's funny how your mind just kind of goes blank. I just took a quick peek at the text, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, of course. Okay. And I think I might put some sort of sealant, I don't want to put it really over this, but I don't want it, mailing it back and forth. I also don't want it to work its way up and rip either. So I'm just trying to seal this down, so nothing really rips and tears. So I wanted to incorporate a bird because that is, this is my journal, but I love birds. And I just thought that this was so pretty. And when I stitched around this, you can see I like to use a straight stitch and a zigzag. I think it just adds a little bit more character to it. And like I said, I'm just trying to make sure that this is all glued down really well, because I know Liz would probably feel really bad if I hadn't glued it and it caught on something and it tore. I don't want her to feel bad. Okay, all right. So now the parcel post, I'm going to adhere up here on the burlap. And I'm not going to well, maybe I will distress it just a little bit. And again, I'm going to use my 3-in-1 because this is going on the burlap. And let's see, let's do it this way. There we go. There we go. That one. All right, and then I'll be using that again because I want to put that down on the lace. So this was my idea here. I want to have this little US down here in the bottom right corner. But I want to make, I'm going to make a little cloth rosette to go on here as well, because I do want to have a little dimension to this. So I want to show you this circle here. What size is this? This I used my 1 3/4 inch punch, and where's my little mat? Because I got to poke some holes in this. So let's just set that, whoops, aside for here. Everything's falling on the floor. Okay, so I have to poke some holes. And I have to think, I need a center hole because this is going to be, it's going to be, I have to thread. I'm going to kind of like weave. So I want to make my Y. I'll have it come around here. This Y. So this is going to be one Y, a Y here and a Y there. And then I guess I will put one here and one here. And this mat made it very easy. And then I'm going to use my embroidery thread. Because I'm really into stitching now on paper and everything else. Oops, I didn't do that right. So what I have to do, I have to make my Y. And I didn't make my Y. So if you mess up, that's okay. I just need to make one more hole right here. And my luck, if I continued to poke it like that, I would rip the paper. Okay. So now we're going to, and you can use, I'm just using a scrap of embroidery cotton floss here. And then we are going to, I may have to move this one over a little bit, but then again, maybe I won't. Nope, that'll be good. And then here, and then back in. Okay. So it's like this. I could have moved these up a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. So I'm just going to tie that off like that. And then I'm going to take the fabric that Liz, the sari silk that she gave me, and I'm going to weave right through here. Now, normally you would, and maybe I should do this. This should come up from the back. All right. And I want to make just a little bit bigger hole. And I don't know if I can, bring this through this needle. You could start, you actually could start this. I'm just going to put an angle on that. You could start weaving this through. Whoops. Maybe I should do it this way. Oh, come on, Barbie. There's a will, there's a way. And I might just be able to start it like this. Hold on. All right, I'm going to leave it like that. I might be able to start it like that. So you want to start it. This is going to be a little bit bigger. I'm going to poke this right through like this, okay? And I want to bring that up, see if I can get this through without wrecking that hole. And all right, so what I'm going to do, let's see if I can feed this. I may have to make a little bit bigger. I don't want to punch it. Yada, yada, yada. Here we go. I want to keep it somewhat small, all right? I don't want that end because that's the end that's... There we go. Okay. All right. So that's where there's a natural seam with that, and I'm going to keep that right there, and I should have enough. So now I can just start. I want to make sure that all this is shown here. I guess I can play with it after. So this is where you just start the weaving. You go over and under. So this first one, you'll go under, okay? And this is what I'm talking about, keeping it so this is what goes around, okay? And then you're going to go over this one, and you're going to go under. So it's every other, so you'll go under this one. And you just have to be patient. You have to turn your... So that you'll go over that one and under. Hold on here. Oh, that's just the extra thing. So you'll go over and you'll go under this one. Easier if I took it this way. All right, I'll do a couple more, and then I will go ahead and finish this up and come back, because I think you get the idea. And then I don't know how to do that fast action like everybody else does. So let me weave this through, and then when I get it all woven around, we'll be back and we'll attach it to the front. So I have the little rosette all done. I didn't have quite enough I wanted it to come all the way around the paper. But what I think I will do is I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, and instead of keeping it round, I may follow the shape. I have to be careful that I don't want to cut these little fibers right there holding it all together. So if I mess up, then I'm going to have to do it all over again. But then I would make a smaller piece. So I think what I will do is here to here. I'm just going to kind of come around. This part I have to. I have to come up. I actually have two papers here, two discs glued together because I wanted it to be a little bit stronger. So I'm cutting through two layers, but that's okay. And then I do want to leave some, this one to this one, because I want to kind of make it look like a, maybe like a rosette going around. To take away the roughness of the circle itself. Some little parts I just glued down just to hold it. And then this here. Woo, that was close. That's good. I can just glue that. Okay. All right. So now it's more of a, it's a little more streamlined here. And with the little bit of blue that I had left showing, I put a little bit of ink on it so it blends in better. So I like that better than just the round. And I think I'm going to put that right down below here. I'm just going to take this little sharp edge off here. There. Okay. I think I'll put that right down there, and I'm going to tuck, I think I will tuck this right here as well. I was debating whether to put this on or not, but I like it because it's the two, and then I'll know. And I think that's just too plain. And I don't want it up in the center because when I work on it, I don't want to bulge there. I want to keep this down in the lower right. So I think if I tuck it just like that, I think that'll be good. I think that'll be good. So I'm going to get this glue here, my 3-in-1. I want this to stick really well. Hold that there a minute. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And then we will add the rosette, and I'm going to try to just open this up so it doesn't have that. There's a seam there with, if you're familiar with sari silk, it's just piece after piece, and they stitch them together, And I just don't want that bulge. So I'm just going to try to open this up a little bit, flatten out that seam, which will be good. And I think I will not use my tweezers. And I'll get this on here first, and then I'll get this side here, get this down. Yes, it can be messy. All right. And then what did I say? We'll have it down like this. There. And I'm just going to make sure that's down there good. So these little rosettes are cute. These I make with my ribbon embroidery. But as you can see, you can make them as well with material, with fabric. And I'm just looking for another little piece of fabric here, extra fabric that I can, I just want to get this cleaned up here a little bit. And I'm just going to hold that for a few more minutes. Maybe I'll just set Gary. I'm going to put him right on there, my paperweight. So that is the front cover. And I think that is going to work out quite well. Because it ties the two of us together. And Liz picked out the name. These are our yo-yo. These are our yo-yo journals because they are going to be going back and forth, like a yo-yo does. So I thought that was a cute name. So there is the front cover of my journal. That will be, I'll continue to work in this. I have 5 pages to do, so I will probably do the 5 and then the 3. If I plan it out, we can do the 3 of them together. And then I will get this sent over to Scotland, and she will send me hers, and we will continue to work in each other's journals. So that's it for today, my friends. Like I said, I'd love to have you. We'd both love to have you join in on this collaboration. So be sure to subscribe, comment, and like, and I will see you again when we start to work on the inside of my journal. All right, everybody, have a great day. Bye-bye.